In the world of combat sports, there are moments when two generations stand face to face. The young arrive carrying ambition, belief, and the promise of the future. The veterans arrive bearing legacy, experience, and the scars of countless wars. It is at this crossroads that history is tested not by words, but by the collision of wills inside the octagon. Today, we are not merely discussing a fight, we are dissecting a major turning point in the UFC lightweight division. A rapidly rising star with explosive popularity, Paddy the Baddy is preparing to face one of the most brutal symbols in the division's history. Justin, the highlight Gaethje. Is this the stage for the rise of a new generation? Or will it serve as a reminder that the veterans have not yet been erased by time? At Zona Fighter, we do not simply ask who is stronger. We analyze strategy, mentality, age, physical condition, power, and fight intelligence, because in a true fight, victory is never determined by a single factor alone. So, prepare your snacks, relax, and enjoy your day. Because today, we will thoroughly examine one critical question: why Paddy Pimblett has a legitimate chance to defeat Justin Gaethje. At its core, this matchup represents a strategic business move designed to build Paddy Pimblett's brand and offer him a relatively favorable path to victory. However, there remains hope that Justin Gaethje can silence this narrative with a decisive and convincing win. Meanwhile, Arman must come to terms with the bitter reality that the lightweight title picture is being constructed. Without his involvement, public attention is now firmly fixed on this highly intriguing potential clash between Paddy Pimblett and Justin Gaethje. Paddy has once again reinforced his belief that he is a fighter who cannot be dismissed. He has labeled himself as one of the most dangerous lightweights in the world today. He has even claimed that the T-Mobile Arena is too small for him, stating that a stadium the size of Anfield would be a fitting stage for his destruction of opponents. Pimblett also insists that he is the most entertaining fighter to ever step into the octagon. He understands that his name is now at the center of attention. Many fighters want to face him, and every appearance he makes draws the spotlight. This is precisely what has earned him massive bonuses and extraordinary exposure. He has further hinted that he is ready for a truly major stage, even suggesting a legitimate title fight against Ilia Topuria after what he did to Michael Chandler. He believes his presence at the very top of the competition has entered a new phase. Attention now turns to one of the most compelling potential matchups in the lightweight division: the rising young star, Paddy the Baddy Pimblett versus the hardened veteran and one of the most dangerous punchers in UFC history, Justin Gaethje. On the surface, this fight appears lopsided: a charismatic young fighter against a battle-tested wrecking machine. However, deeper analysis suggests that Paddy may actually have a significant chance of victory. Paddy is known for silencing his doubters. Many once questioned whether he could even break into the top 15, yet time and again, he has proven those doubts wrong through consistent and solid performances. Age and physical condition. The first and most obvious factor is age and accumulated damage. Paddy Pimblett is currently 30 years old, widely considered the physical prime of an MMA fighter. At this age, the balance between peak athleticism and fight experience is optimal. His recovery is faster, his strength is near its maximum, and mentally he remains hungry for success. Justin Gaethje, by contrast, is 37 years old. He is not a fighter who has aged gracefully through point fighting or conservative tactics. Throughout his career, Gaethje has been defined by relentless wars, brutal exchanges, and uncompromising violence. Every fight he enters is a test of physical endurance that exacts a heavy toll. His legendary wars with Michael Chandler and Dustin Poirier have caused significant damage. His brutal loss to Max Holloway remains fresh in public memory. Even at his peak, Gaethje was unable to overcome the dominance of Khabib, Nurmagomedov, or Charles Oliveira. While Gaethje was once a granite wall, he now resembles stone that has been worn down by time, impact, and the exhaustion of a long career. Mental and psychological advantage. The second factor is mentality and confidence. In an extreme sport like MMA, psychological strength is nearly as important as physical ability. There is no question that Justin Gaethje is fearless. He has built his reputation on instilling terror in his opponents. What makes this matchup intriguing, however, is Paddy Pimblett's mindset. Paddy will enter the octagon with excitement, not fear. He will be facing a living legend of the division, and in his own mind, he has already accepted that he can defeat Gaethje. his Liverpool-born mantra never giving EPIs, not a slogan, but a way of life. His calm confidence, paired with emotional control, makes Paddy mentally mature. He understands how the game works, and he plays it with calculated precision. This grants him a subtle yet real psychological edge. Tactical advantage, reach, and speed. The third factor is tactics, distance management, and speed. Justin Gaethje is undeniably one of the best strikers in lightweight history. However, his style is inherently risky. He is often willing to absorb damage in order to deliver harder counterattacks. Statistics show that the number of significant strikes he absorbs has increased year after year. This accumulated damage represents a major tactical vulnerability, one that a smart fighter like Paddy can exploit. Paddy holds advantages in height and reach. With these tools, he can control distance, establish his jab from the outside, and avoid Gaethje's devastating hooks and calf kicks. Unlike Gaethje, Paddy does not fight by sacrificing his chin for entertainment. He fights intelligent, unnecessary damage and systematically breaking down his opponents, the trump card, grappling and submission. The fourth and most critical factor is the ground game. This is the primary reason Paddy Pimblett has a strong chance of defeating Justin Gaethje. Gaethje's knockout power loses its effectiveness once the fight transitions into grappling. Gaethje's greatest weakness throughout his career has been submission defense. He has been finished multiple times via submission, particularly under pressure in high-stakes title fights. Paddy, on the other hand, is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt and a pure submission hunter. When Paddy takes the fight to the canvas, his objective is not survival, it is domination and submission. His ground and pound is sharp. His transitions to chokes and joint locks are and his finishing instincts are lethal. A realistic scenario unfolds as follows. In the first round, Paddy manages distance with footwork and jabs. In the second round, Gaethje begins to slow and grow reckless. At that moment, Paddy closes the distance, secures the clinch, executes a take, and drags the fight into his world where Gaethje's nightmare likely begins. Conclusion: Paddy Pimblett possesses nearly every factor needed to defeat Justin Gaethje youth. Fresher physical condition, reach advantage, tactical intelligence, championship mentality, and superior grappling. Gaethje remains dangerous and capable of ending the fight at any moment. But stylistically, this matchup favors Paddy at this stage of their careers. Paddy's game plan is clear. Avoid reckless exchanges, exhaust Gaethje, and pull him into a ground battle where he holds a decisive advantage when considering age, accumulated damage, submission statistics, and career trajectory. Paddy appears to be the fresher, more adaptable, and more motivated fighter. Ultimately, every great fight comes down to the same question. Who is more prepared when the octagon door closes? Justin Gaethje brings history, destruction, and power that has dismantled many elite names, but Paddy Pimblett brings something just as dangerous: youth, unshakable belief, tactical intelligence, and the most lethal weapon in MMA, elite-level submission skills. If Paddy remains disciplined, avoids unnecessary brawls, and forces the fight into favorable territory, the world may witness a major generational shift in the lightweight division. But if Gaethje wins, it will not be just another victory. It will be a statement that classic brutality has not yet faded. As for my personal prediction, I cannot definitively say who will emerge victorious. Both fighters possess distinct advantages. However, Paddy's edge lies in one undeniable factor: he is younger and still hungry. Now, we want to hear from you. Do you believe this will be the night of Paddy Pimblett's rise? Or will Justin Gaethje once again silence the new generation with old-school violence? Write your prediction in the comments. Until we meet again in the next episode of Zona Fighter.